Hello, hello. Can you see me now? Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Can you see me? Mic test 1, 2. Hmm. Hi, hi. Hi, everyone. Can you see me now? If this time still disconnect, then fated today we are not gonna do our TNT today due to technical issues. Yeah. So if it runs, it runs. If it break again, then we'll call it the day. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's restart everything again. Today's topic: 我命由我不由天. Looks better now. I have turned off my YouTube. Not YouTube. I turned off my TikTok channel. So now only running on 2 channels. Okay. All right. Say hi to me. Drop a message. Say hi to me if you are watching, so I know you are watching. Because I'm running using another software, another multi hosting channel. I'm using a multi channel hosting software, so I cannot actually see how many of you are attending. I mean, how many of you are basically now watching me live? So, but I can read your message. So yeah, say hi to me. Let me know if you're watching. If you have any questions, renovation questions, or metaphysics, astrology, whatever questions that you have, yeah, drop me a message. Then I'll be able to answer you. Okay. So yeah, how many of y'all actually last watched my last week TNT video and managed to absorb the 7 planets parade energy under the sky? I have some very good comments. Some followers, some of my clients, they private text me and tell me that wow, they actually have very good they feel very good energies at the time based on my recommendation. Some of them went to the reservoir, Lower Pier Reservoir. I also have some of my clients were at the East Coast Park. East Coast, you can see the sun going down. Then there were some at Marina Barrage. Yes. So yeah, very good response, very good feedbacks. They managed to absorb and manifest and also yeah, feel the planetary energies recharge, rebirth, refresh, recharge. Hmm. Any one of y'all have very good experience can share here? Share with me. So today we are talking about this new show, new movie called Ne Zha Tu. Ne Zha Tu. We are not going to, of course, talk about. We are not going to talk about the this actual Ne Zha Tu. Okay, the plot, the storyline, so that I don't leak the information. You guys can go and watch the movie. Yeah, I've already watched the movie actually, so it's actually very very good. I strongly recommend. Today we are going to talk more about the historical timeline, of the movie, and also I mean the historical timeline of Naza, and the events that happened back then, okay, and how all this thing talk about the yeah some is this mythical or is actually some with some history backgrounds, yeah. So along the way, feel free to. It's a very casual chit chat today. My TNT today is actually quite casual. So in fact, all my TNTs are casual. Yeah. Okay. The Nerza actually is one of deities. The deities in Feng Shen Bang. Feng Shen Bang means Feng Shen is a Feng Shen Bang is a list of a scroll. They call it scroll, right? Scroll. A scroll with all the um, a scroll with all the names of the people that are going to be that's going to attain immortality. Yeah, Feng Shen Bang. So the Bang is actually a list. The whole list of immortals, actually, those that is going to be immortals. And the whole thing, the whole storyline is actually about 3,000 over years ago in the Shang dynasty. So back then is in the Shang dynasty, the last emperor of the Shang dynasty, the last emperor and his son, actually, it's called Zhou Wang. Zhou, that means yeah, his 名号 that means the imperial name of his dynasty is called he's called Zhou Wang. So Zhou Wang was actually very very cruel. He was so cruel that he even slaughter and eat the heart and organs of his imperial court leaders. Yeah. So there was this is real in real history. Okay, you need to have some background first. The Shang dynasty, they were nomads. Nomads. Is it called nomads? No, nomads. Yes, nomads. Means that they are, in Chinese, it's called 游牧民族啊。游牧民族. That means they keep animals, sheep and goats, and then they were on horseback riding, and then they were like running on grassland, and they will migrate based on season. Yeah, those nomads, they call it nomads, right? Nomads, nomads. Yeah. So nomads are normally more cruel because day in day out they kill, they slaughter for food, and in order to be a leader, you basically is one of the uh most how do I put it? The most cruel, most rural, to be the leader of all. So then, so they grew very, very big. In fact, they have they went to they day in day out they keep on fighting and conquer the neighboring tribes. Okay. Yeah. So they went to conquer the neighboring tribes and managed to actually conquer a lot of different tribes. And then once they conquer the tribes, the tribes and also the neighboring kingdoms, okay, the smaller kingdoms. So after they conquer, what they do is that they will list all these the leaders of the tribes that they conquer. Okay, they will still keep them, and then they will give them titles and ask them to obey the orders from the dynasty. And also every year they will have to give they have to supply their food, their stuff back to the dynasty as gifts. Okay, so there was at a point of time, at the later stage of the time, they have more than it's written more almost 1,000 uh, wu hou, wu hou. That means the you know, when they conquer the tribes, then the leaders, they give the title of the leaders are called wu hou. That means they are also the leader of the individual grounds, individual areas. So they have more than 1,000 or almost 1,000, about 1,000 different wu hou under the dynasty. Okay, and eventually the Shang dynasty was overthrown by Zhou Wen Wang, which is one of the Wu Hou, one of the smaller tribe, smaller group that is actually under the Shang dynasty. So but he didn't do it himself alone. He was supported by more than, it's in history. In history, it's written that he was supported by more than 800 different Wu Hou. Okay, that means more than 800 different leaders. They bring their own troops and join together with the Zhou Wen Wang, which is the Zhou Wu Hou, and eventually, hi Celine, hello. So they eventually they joined the Zhou Wen Wang, okay, and then they managed to overturn the Shang dynasty, and then started the Zhou dynasty. Okay, so the Zhou Wen Wang managed to gather all these people. So in order for him to have so much power and manpower to overturn, actually the Shang dynasty have done a lot behind to make this happen. You see, the 800 over Wu Hou, all the different Wu Hou, the 800 over Wu Hou, that means the tribe leaders, 800 over tribe leaders bring their troops together, you know. The Zhou Wen Wang did not went one by one and ask them for help, but they heard that Zhou Wen Wang wanted to attack and take over, overthrown the Shang dynasty. All of them voluntarily went. It's in history, it's stated in this manner. Okay, so it was one of the very big combo. That means everybody come together. It's a very big and powerful force. And then along the years, this became it became a mythical event. So a lot of stories, and then you see all these 封神榜 and all these things came out because of the background. And also because just now I mentioned the Shang dynasty, they are nomads. Okay, they are nomads. They are very cruel. They kill, they slaughter. Okay, and then the emperor, which is the Zhou Wang. Zhou Wang is also he's a he's a bit barbaric lah. Okay, he is very he has very hot temper. It's like he fits all the bad leader kind of characteristics. Okay, so he has a very bad temper. He's merciless. Then he also, okay, and another thing is back in the Shang dynasty, female actually have more status compared to the subsequent Baojun. Yes, Baojun, but I don't know how to say Baojun. You know, a lot of all these words I already came in my mind, but they are in Mandarin. I don't know how to, I need to convert into English. Yeah. So you see, the Song Dynasty, the back then in the Song Dynasty, female power is already there. Okay, female actually has very high status in the Song Dynasty because they are nomads. Nomads is slightly different from the Zhou Dynasty, the subsequent dynasties, because farming became, they became agricultural. Agricultural after the Shang dynasty is more of agricultural. So when it's agricultural, that means they are farmers. The women become lower in status because they will be at home, and then the guys will be going out farming, and then it's more stable life. When life is more stable, the women actually have lesser power and lesser status. Okay, and then they have to listen to the male the male figure in the family and so forth. But then in the Shang dynasty, female is still very powerful because they are actually nomads. That means they are 游牧民族, they go out hunting. So in the Shang dynasty, there are also female warriors, female landlords, female warriors. That means they have the females that can actually have soldiers. There are also female magistrates. Okay, and then also female can have their own slaves and servants and their own businesses. Okay, and in the Shang dynasty, so the it was actually in history stated the facts that the Shang Zhao in the Shang dynasty, the emperor of Shang, he actually is a womanizer, and then he tend to listen to a lot of the women, but women back then has more status ma. So he tend to listen to a lot of all this Shang Cao, yes, 女人商朝可以参军. Yeah. So back in 女人商朝可以参军, yes. In the Shang dynasty, women is also equally strong. So then, and also Shang dynasty, they practice master and slave kind of. It's a master and slave kind of economy environment. That means they will have slaves. They can own slaves, and then they will of course whip the slaves, and then the slave will be. They treat human. They can treat human like cattle, like horse, like cow, like sheep. So basically, human as can the slavery market is very rooted in the Shang dynasty. So the trading of slaves, which are humans also, the trading of slaves are very common back then in the Shang dynasty. So that because of this, the emperor is also very merciless. He treat like everybody is dispensable. Everybody is like slave. Even his court mates in his imperial court, the all the the people, they treat them like slaves. So it was Bi Gan. Bi Gan is actually the one of the top advisor. He actually killed Bi Gan, is in history. He killed Bi Gan, but the in the mythical storyline talk about Bi Gan having the 七窍玲珑心. That one is not in it's not really a fact in history, but Bi Gan is this person is in history. Okay, so but he really killed and eat human flesh, human meat in his dynasty. This is actually a real fact. Yeah, he's very merciless, and he will really eat his court mates. And he also back then the they believe in those gods and deities and all this, very strong rooted belief in all this. Yeah, so a lot of times there's lots of they when in history, and also a lot of those uh, they managed to dig up all the stuff to prove that back in the Shang dynasty, they believe in a lot of all these 占卜. That means the forecasting using coins using the turtle shell, and the tortoise shell and all this. It's very common back then. Okay, it's like everybody, everybody believe in God, in some form of God and omens. Yeah, they believe in omens. Yeah. Then in the later stage, whereby the emperor was being overthrown by the Zhou dynasty. Zhou dynasty took over, so they then started to do more agricultural plant farming and so forth. Then women power went down. So yeah, so in the China dynasties, there are only a few, very very few dynasty period of time with women has higher status. Shang is actually one of them. Okay, so now if you watch the if you already watch the哪吒 2, you know哪吒 1 actually, the first哪吒, they were actually the two pill, the evil pill and the good and the evil pill, okay, the 混沌圆珠, yeah, they were actually using a big uh 炼丹炉, that means a very big, what do you call a 炼丹炉? Wok. No, you don't call it a wok. Pressure cooker. What do you call a 炼丹炉? Pressure cooker. They use a very big 炼丹炉, and then eventually managed to make this two pill. So back in the Shang dynasty, okay, it's very very extremely common to have this 炼丹炉, okay, this making of pills that can improve longevity, because back then Chinese medical is not still very well known and practiced. So to people, eating some herbs, cook some herbs and eating some herbs, and then suddenly you have better health, is like wow, out of the world. It's like yeah, it's like immortality. Immortality. Okay, so basically the back then, they still, people don't know that medicine and all this stuff, and the average lifespan of people are very short. Okay, so in all those that practice they practice different herbs, and then they manage to boil it or cook it and make into pill, and then they consume all this, can actually extend their lives. Okay, and because of the purity of the qi of the and so forth, is actually stated in history books that back then humans can actually live, if well taken care of, okay, can well live past 100 years, okay, and like 160 years, that kind. So it's really very long life. But then on average, people die quite early. On average, it's like 40 years old is already considered very old. Yeah, I'm really extremely old. I already past 40. So yeah, so 40 years old is already considered very old. So typically their lifespan is about 40, 50, 40, yeah, about 30 plus 40 years old. So they need to get married young and then have kids young, and eventually they get old and die, pass away, because medication is very very unknown back then. Yeah, so back then when medical is unknown, so they don't know how to eat herbs and find all the roots and plants and so forth, and cook and boil and then make into medication. Very very low knowledge on this. Okay, so they came this idea of there are some people that can know how to find the right herbs and so forth, because they a lot of people test and error. Yeah, test and error. So they just take different products, different food or fruits or whatever, and then they start making into pills, and then they eat, and then some people die. They even eat toxic things like mercury and stuff. Yeah, so there are a lot of tests and error. A lot of people die, but also is historically there's historical evidence that shows that there are still some people that manage to attain longevity. Okay, very, very long longevity. That means those who are white hair and stay over 100 years and so forth. Yeah, attain longevity. That's why it's they call it immortality back then. Okay, it's written like immortality. Ting. Yes, it's called ting. But this I don't even know how to pronounce this. Cauldron. 炼丹炉炼丹鼎 Acme Cauldron. thanks for the English translation. But yeah, 炼丹炉, okay, 炼丹炉, 炼丹鼎. So then, yeah, that's why and actually the two most important thing that in order to attain immortality, there's two is there are textbooks that has been passed down all the way. There are two things. One is to find the right ingredient. So the ingredients can be stones, can be plants, can be roots, can be a lot of things. Okay, then you need to find a place with very, very good qi, very good energy, the environmental energy, okay, which are like meridian spots. So now we already can manage to measure. Last time we couldn't measure, right? Last time people, they can only feel. So some people with very high senses, they can feel the place. They can feel the energy. And of course, there's a study of the kan yu. It's basically science, the ancient science and geography. Okay, study the landscape and also the science behind. Okay, and then they managed to locate the very, very good meridian spot with very good energy. So they will then stay there for many, many years and attain attain immortality. Okay, and of course then they will make the pills, and then they'll eat the pills. Then yeah, in fact, I don't know if you guys know, I am doing this embracing the eastern winds. It's a voyage to the to all these locations. I have spent more than a decade looking for all these locations to bring you. The now with modern scientific manner, we already can measure some places. There's very high negative ions. Okay, very high negative ions, which is known. Negative ion is known as the protein to not protein, the yeah, protein, the is known to actually improve wellness and our uplift our spiritual. Yeah, so you feel good. Yeah, feel good. So all these locations, yeah, I will be going in the in this April. But the registration is closing. Actually, we only left a few days. I'll be closing this week, end of this week. That means on Monday I'll close it already. So if you are interested, do register as soon as possible because we are closing. Yeah, and then this is the link. You can sign up here. Sign up. This is the link. Okay, seems like we don't have a lot of viewers today. In fact, I just want to do a casual chat. Yeah. Okay, so this is the sign up. If you are interested to go and you haven't registered yet, we are closing by this weekend. So yeah, by Monday I'll close it. Okay, then I will need to start to do all the plannings. Yeah. So yeah, and also the for those that have let's go back to this page. Yes, for those that have attended my walks, or we did a walk actually last month, couple of weeks ago. Okay, couple of weeks ago, to the some parts of Singapore, and then to find a meridian spot. Those that went with me, you really feel it. Very, very nice, powerful meridian spot there. Okay, and in fact they even some of the attendees, eventually they still last week they form another small group and then went again. So very good feedback. I will be doing another walk in 2 weeks time, this month. Okay, in 2 weeks time I'll be doing maybe on the 15th. Yeah, I'll do another walk. Yeah, so I am still planning the route. Yeah, then keep a lookout for my Facebook channel. I will be posting the walk in Singapore. Okay, so yeah, the Singapore walks are free. Just come. Okay, morning walks. Then I'll show you the powerful places in Singapore, yeah, and also a bit of history. So yeah, and then the another thing is just like I mentioned about last week. Last week I mentioned about the seven planet parade. In fact, there's which a lot of good feedbacks came back telling me that wow, the very powerful energy and so forth. So I would want to also highlight the next astrological event that is happening very soon. Hi Lei Guan, hi. Today casual topic. Yeah, the next astrological event, which is the lunar eclipse. It's a total lunar eclipse, and looks like we can see in Singapore, yeah, and Malaysia. It's in March 14, March 14, March, which is about a week from now, yeah, about a week from now. Uh, it's on a Friday. It's about a week from now. The it's an it's that one is actually not I would say, because when we talk about eclipse means that it's blocked. That means we don't get it. Okay, so you don't really need to go out to the go out and shower in moonlight, because there's no moonlight. So yeah, it's not I would say it's nothing special about it. Of course I will also talk a bit more next week, because next week TNT Thursday, the following day, which is Friday, which is the 14th, which is the total eclipse. Total eclipse is for total eclipse if it's the moon, then it's okay, not nothing much, because we actually we have eclipse every now and then. The moon is somehow, sometimes we see full moon, sometimes we don't, sometimes we don't see the moon, because we are blocking the moon ourselves. Right, the sun and moon and planet earth, we sometimes block. So now it's blocked by another is blocked, so that we don't see it. So it's actually quite common. There's nothing much to talk about. But if the eclipse is the solar eclipse, then it's a totally different thing. Yeah, solar eclipse. There is actually another eclipse in there's a solar eclipse in March actually, which is on the March 29. March 29. So solar eclipse, then you need to be careful because the sun is the yang energy. Sun is a yang energy, and we get the sun every single day, right? We get every single day. It's like forever we know that we will have the sun. Okay, so our mother earth, our environment need this yang energy to charge and to cleanse. So when the solar eclipse happen, that means this yang energy is being blocked, and there's a period of time whereby the earth, some parts of earth is covered with very yin energy without the sun. Okay, so then it's a totally different story. I'll strongly suggest not to stay at home. Okay, to stay at home, and this one is different. I don't want you to go out under the sun, because there's no sun. But outside is very yin, so you should try to avoid going out actually. Avoid directly under the eclipse. So of course, avoid watching the eclipse. Okay, if you want to watch the moon, is still okay. The eclipse of the lunar eclipse is still okay. You'll see a red moon, quite pretty. Okay, still okay. But then watching a solar eclipse, okay, is not a good thing. Okay, so try to avoid watching solar eclipse. And there's actually one partial eclipse. I haven't go into detail yet. I will do it when the time comes closer, because the solar eclipse happens on the 29th. Okay, so before that I will do it. I will do a TNT and talk about it. Okay, but the general rule is for lunar eclipse, it's okay to go out and look at the red moon. But for solar eclipse, try not to go and view the eclipse at all. Okay, stay under roof, under covered at home. in the office, anywhere. Don't even go out. Okay, it's too yin. It's too yin. When every day we have the sun, the yang energy, and suddenly is yin, it's not a good thing. Okay, can. Then I mentioned just now the registration is closing. So there's two solar eclipse on 29. I confirm will not go under it because body need yang. Yes, yes, you don't want the yin energy to get in. So really very bad. And also the yang energy is used to nurture and to cleanse the our environment, the whole Mother Earth. So and we actually have it. We are so used to the yang energy in daytime. At night, yin, we stay at home. So we have this balancing of yin and yang. Suddenly, when it's all supposed to be yang, and then there's a period of yin without the sun, it's actually very bad. Our body, for our body, for mind, spiritual, and also for the environment is actually no good. So yeah, you are right. Don't go out at all. Okay. Then yeah, I'm closing the registration for the for my China trip. Okay, the voyage in April. We are going to the eastern China. So if you the two announcement that I want to do hi NG. So the two announcements, one is the closing of the registration for the Eastern China voyage in April, and the other one is on 2 weeks later on the 15th. I'm planning. I haven't released more information, but first-hand news. I will be doing another walk. It was very extremely well received. My previous walk. About 20 over people turn up and was actually very well received and very good feedback. So we'll be doing another one this month, most likely on the 15th. Let me work on it. I will plan and I will post the information as soon as possible. Okay, and then so there's two news, which is one is this one closing by this weekend. So Monday no more. Okay, then the other one is the walk 2 weeks later, and then for the astrological events on the just like I mentioned on the 14th. Let me confirm again. Yes, on 14th this month, which is 1 week later on the Friday. The total lunar eclipse is actually okay. What time? Hope Sunday because Saturday I have Qigong. I might do a polling then. Yeah, because some people is also talking about doing evening walks. So I might do a Saturday evening walk. Yeah, maybe Saturday evening. So rather than a morning walk, I will do an evening walk this time. Yeah, I'll do a poll. Yeah, I might just start a poll. Then where was I? Two astrological event. One is the eclipse. Both eclipse the first eclipse is the lunar eclipse coming next Friday. That one is okay to watch the red moon. It's okay to watch it. You can go under the moon and take a look. There's because when we talk about eclipse, that means it's blocked. That means we actually have lesser energy. So you don't need to go out and shower yourself with the energy because we are actually having lesser energy. So there's nothing much for you to shower. So it's okay to watch. But then the solar eclipse, which is happening in March also, is on the 29th. It's only a partial solar eclipse. That means partially blocked. But then it's also bad. Yeah, bad. Don't go under the sun. Don't go and watch it. Okay. Then yeah, and then for this just like I mentioned, the Lian Dan Lu and so forth. I might show you guys some pictures and videos. Maybe I'll do it in the post. I actually went to one of the places that we'll be going. You remember just like I mentioned the哪吒one, we saw that the 混沌圆珠 is being made into these two the good and the bad pill, yeah, in this thing, this 炼丹炉. And then in 哪吒 2 you will see the 炼丹炉, but this time round is super duper gigantic. Okay, I'm not gonna not gonna leak too much of information already. Because like I mentioned, 3,000 over years ago, is actually the thing. People really do lian tan because back then medical Chinese medication, herbs and all this is really unknown. So they make it in such a like they call this lian tan, but it's actually scientific. Okay, so I am going to bring attendees to this voyage. We are going to the place which is to this what do you call well, which is few thousand years old. This well is exactly the same, the specific that well that Xuan Yuan Huangdi, okay, actually made the pill using the water there. And it's scientifically proven now scientifically proven that the water contain minerals that is very good for body. Okay, so the government has already opened back the well. Previously it was closed by the government, but after scientifically proven is actually good, they opened back again. And then this place is still for now quite unknown quite unknown to other people, even the China people. Okay, quite unknown, only the locals know. So yeah, I'm going to bring you there and to really try the water. I've tried it. It's really you can feel the energy in the water. Yeah, very powerful. So you should be there. Join me. I'll show you this well, this ancient well where historical evidence stated that Xuan Yuan Huangdi used this to make the pill. And then there's also 30 over immortals, okay, have it is recorded. This 30 over, all the names are there. They actually stayed there. They actually went there in search for the well, went there, and also the ingredients, the minerals needed from the back mountain. At the back of the mountain, at the back mountain, at the back of the well, how do I put it? At the back of the well, there's this mountain, and the mountain actually has some very precious minerals that is essential for making the immortal pill. Yeah, so we'll be there to look at the place. That's one of the places that we're going to visit. Yeah, very interesting. That's about it for today. Any questions so far? We have very bad connection just now. Yeah, this is like the third time. In fact, I was thinking if this time fail again, the connection that didn't work again, I'll just switch off and that's it for today. So yeah, we managed to at least talk a bit. Any questions? If you are still interested, this is the sign up link for the voyage. I'm closing it this weekend. Monday I will no longer available. Yeah, when I say, Alexia, when I say if you're gonna break again, I'm not gonna use you. Then suddenly all well again. Okay, I think that's about it. We'll call it a day. We have oh, we actually also talked 1 hour already. So okay, that's about it. I see you guys next week, same time, same channel, TNT with Louis. Bye.